Hi everybody, it's Lorraine Murray here from Feel Good Therapies. Thank you for joining me on this short video blog. I hope you'll find it helpful. As you know from all the other video blogs, I have been trying to teach people the benefits of meditation for a long time. And that's basically because I find it so helpful. But sometimes when we're teaching, we find that people have this idea that they've got to carve out 10 to 20 minutes per day of their already very busy day to try to meditate. And actually there are ways to meditate without doing that. And if that's the way to get you trying to meditate, then that's the way to get started. So I thought we would do a mobile phone meditation, because it is likely that you are using your mobile phone to actually listen to this video blog. And if you're not, then you can always, at your PC, you can always just use the same kind of techniques for sitting at your PC. But first of all, we're going to just get you into a comfortable position to make sure that you can relax and enjoy it. It's only going to take a few minutes, it's not going to take that long, so you should be able to do this. And once you practice this a few times, you should find that you can do this on your own, because you'll have the hang of it by then. And the more that you practice, the easier it seems to become. So that's my rule of thumb, basically. Just keep practicing. So mobile phone meditation, well, first of all, it requires you to have your eyes open, which is quite different from maybe other forms of meditation where you've tried with your eyes closed. When I watch people using their mobile phones, it's quite interesting because they're oblivious to the world around them, for one thing. So that's not particularly a healthy thing, especially if you're walking along the street. I did hear of a man who was taken to hospital because he walked into a lamppost because he was so busy using his mobile phone. So let's try and make sure that you've got a little bit more awareness than that. And when people are using their mobile phone, and even when they're in each other's company, you know, they're oblivious to anyone they're with. They are really not aware of their body, and they're certainly not aware of their breath or how using their phone is making them feel. And I have a suspicion that when we use our mobile phone and we're really unaware like that, depending on what we're looking at and what we're perceiving through our mobile phone, it can be causing us some form of stress. So let's see if we can give you some tips on how to actually practice some meditation when you're using your mobile phone. The first thing to be aware of when you're trying to meditate is that it's a form of mindfulness that you're learning here. In other words, you are doing something that you would normally do, except you're just bringing your attention to different areas. Sometimes your breath, sometimes your body, sometimes a different sense or something that you're aware of around you. So I'm just going to guide you through that. But as you're holding the mobile phone and you're looking at me, talking to you, I want you to just be aware of that sense of touch between your hand and the phone itself. And notice if you're gripping the phone or if you're allowing it to just rest in your hands. And even notice which hand you're holding it with. So if you find that you are gripping the phone or you're holding it a little bit more tightly than you need to, then just each time you breathe out, just try and let your hand relax a little bit more. Not so much that you drop your phone, but just enough for the hand to be a little bit softer. And then try and take that softer feeling up through your arm and into your body. So you start with that sense of touch, holding your phone, and then with each breath you just notice how tightly you're holding your phone and you just try to let it relax a little bit more. And pay attention to which fingers are touching the phone, or whether the phone sits fully in the palm of your hand, or whether there are parts of your palm that don't actually touch the phone. So you're just paying attention to that first of all. And then, of course, I incorporated the breath there. So whilst you're holding the phone, just take a moment to notice your breath. So when I ask people to notice their breath, I'm really just asking you to notice how your breath moves into your body and how it moves out. Nothing more, nothing less. So it's just paying attention to maybe the tip of your nose or the rise and fall of your chest. So just noticing the in and out breath. And just check in if you're still holding the phone in a more relaxed way, or if you've maybe tightened your grip a little bit. You're doing really well, so keep going, just noticing the breath and then switching to that sense of touch. And then as you're holding the phone, I just want you to take that attention deeper into different parts of your body. So just notice if your shoulders are a little bit tight, maybe you've got them up by your ears. So if they are, just roll them around a few times and just let them relax. And notice your face as well. Notice whether your face is maybe very serious, maybe you're scowling. So if you are, just see if you can let the muscles around your face relax. Even if you have to, force a smile and just see the difference in the pressure and the sense of touch around your face when you allow yourself to smile. So check in with your breath again, and then check in with how you're holding the phone. Great. Okay, so every time you get a little bit distracted, check in with your breath, check in with how you're holding the phone, and then check in with your body just to see how it's feeling and if it feels relaxed. And every time you notice it's not relaxed, just almost send a mental thought to that part of your body and invite you to relax. That's all you need to do. So now when you're going to use your phone, and you can still have this running whilst you maybe look at some other things, I want you to maybe look at your emails, or perhaps you can check your Facebook. And when you're doing that, it's really useful to just keep paying attention to your breath. And notice if your body tenses at all when you read something, or when you're checking something. And when you notice where your body tenses, breathe into that part of you, and then just, again, just let it relax. Notice if your hand tightens around the phone again. Again, breathe and let it relax. And now that you're starting to flick through your phone, if it's a touch phone, then you're starting to maybe notice how the other hand feels, whether that feels quite tense. Maybe you move through your phone really quickly. Maybe you can slow it down a little bit. And just keep acknowledging your breath when you get a bit distracted. So as you're doing this, even though you're looking at your phone, I want you to just take a moment to notice what sounds you hear around you. So just really do that for just a couple of seconds. Notice what sounds you can hear around you. And then come back to your breath. And then come back to your body, noticing how you're holding the phone again. So what I'm trying to show you here is that you can really switch your attention to wherever you choose to put it. And that's really the first step of learning meditation. So even if you take a few seconds and a few moments throughout your day, every day, to just notice how you're using your phone, then you can start to notice your breath and relax your body. So just try that a few times and see how you get on. I've done it myself, and I think it's a great thing to teach your teenagers as well, because, well, they tend to use the phone way more than we do. So have a go, and if you've any questions, just come onto our website, feelgood-therapies.com, and drop me an email. Good luck. Bye for now.